Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. Today is Sunday, May 12th, 2024, and today I'm going to be going over my May version of my 2024 presidential prediction. So this is going to be a rematch between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. They already went against each other in 2020, where Joe Biden beat Donald Trump in 2020, and now Donald Trump has been renominated by the Republicans in 2024, and so this is going to be my 2024 prediction. So starting off with the states that will be safe for Joe Biden include Washington, Oregon, and a lot of the West Coast states. And then, as you can see up here, a lot of the East Coast states where a majority of liberals live, especially. It's like the New England district is where they live, and Illinois, obviously. For Colorado, New Mexico, Minnesota, and Virginia, I'm going to put them as lean. I think it could be possible that Joe Biden wins Colorado. It could be a safe state. For now, I'm going to put it as that, but that could obviously change, and New Hampshire is going to be likely for the Democrats. So for the states that will go safe for Trump, obviously will be a lot of the plain states that you can see I'm filling in here. A lot of, I guess you could say, rural states and states where a lot of blue-collared workers. So obviously these will be safe. States that will likely go to Trump include Texas, Florida, Ohio, Iowa, and then Alaska. Alaska has definitely been trending towards the left. And so I think that in the future, Alaska could be in play for the Democrats. As of right now, Alaska's representative is Mary Peltola, who's a Democrat who beat Sarah Palin in 2022 at the second round, where some states you need to get 50% of the vote. I believe that was what happened there, was you needed to get 50% of the vote in order to win the election. And so, yeah. So these, sorry, I forgot to mention Maine's second congressional district. I'm going to put it as a lean for now, because obviously I really don't think it'll ever become safe for the Republicans. But obviously, if we look back at these maps here, you can see that Obama won it by 11 and 8 points, 11 points in 2008, and then 8 points in 2012. Trump won it by 10 in 2016, and then 7.4 in 2020. But I think that part of it was because of Biden? Yes. But it's just really interesting to me to see that big of a switch from 2012 to 2016. But obviously, we can see Iowa had it had a super big swing along with Ohio. Florida wasn't that big, and then North Carolina only went about 1 point to the right from 2012 to 2016. So there's that. So these are basically going to be our swing states. Yes, North Carolina is probably going to be in play in 2024. At least Joe Biden and the Democrats are going to try to make it into a swing state. Let's start off with Wisconsin for my first swing state. If you look at the polling, obviously Donald Trump has had a small lead over Joe Biden for a little bit, and as you can see here, about April, Biden took a lead over Trump. And then looking at these polls down here, Biden had a 6-point lead over Trump. Obviously, as you guys know, I don't really believe in polls that often, but I do think this should be a little bit concerning for the Trump campaign. As of right now, I'm not really sure where I'm putting it. I think it could really go either way. I do think Trump or Biden could win it, but since, as you can see up here, Trump has had the lead for a while, I think I'm going to put it as tilt for Republican, but obviously it could go either way this November. You shouldn't get your hopes up this early on, because there's still roughly about 6 months until the election, and obviously anything can happen before then. Michigan's a different story, because it had a huge swing, bigger than Pennsylvania. It had a 2.8. Biden had a 2.8% lead in 2020, even larger than Nevada. Here's the thing. A lot of conservatives, I think, try to make out Michigan as a state where I think that conservatives think that Michigan is going to be a solid red state, which is not the case at all. I'm a native of Michigan, I can tell you it is not a safe conservative state. There are lots and lots of liberal areas in Michigan. I can name a few off the top of my head. Detroit is a very, very liberal place, along with Ann Arbor. A lot of the Detroit suburbs. Grand Rapids is increasingly turning to the left. I'll show you the map of Kent County, which is where Grand Rapids is located. Trump won it by 3 points in 2016 and then lost it by 6 points to Biden. And along with Saginaw County went to Biden. Genesee County went 0.2 to the right. And then also where Traverse Cities is located right here. Biden won it by 5 points in 2020. I do think it is going to be tilt because if we look at the map, if we look at the polls coming out of Michigan, Trump obviously has a lead, which he's had a lead in every single swing state for a while now, but it's definitely getting a lot closer. As you can see, he had a much bigger lead. He had a 5-point lead in March, and now it's only down to 0.7. And if we look at these polls here, Biden has had 2 polls come out recently where he is beating Trump, one head-to-head and one with Robert F. Kennedy Jr. And if we do look at when Obama won it, he won it by 9.5 in 2012 and 16.5 in 2008. So I do think it will be tilt for Joe Biden. I think part of it is because of Alyssa Slotkins running for the Senate, and I do think she's going to campaign a lot with Biden in his campaign. So there's also that you have to consider. But so it's going to be tilt for now. Headed over to Pennsylvania. In 2008, Obama won it by 10 points, and then in 2012, he won it by 5 points. So he basically lost about half his margin. And then, as we can see in 2016, Trump obviously flipped that, but it was by 0.72, which is, quite frankly, very close, but not as close as Michigan, 0.22. I think, let's check out the polls here from Pennsylvania. Here we go. He has a 1.3 in Pennsylvania. He has a 1.4 lead right now, 1.3 lead, but as you can see, it's remained roughly about 1 point ahead for Trump. And Trump has obviously had a very good lead in the polls right now, but like I said, polls really do not matter because anything can happen. I think, let's take a look at 2020. Biden won it by 1.2, and Donald Trump won it by 0.72. So I think, currently, I think that Pennsylvania will be tilt for Joe Biden. And my reasoning behind it is Governor Josh Shapiro recently went on a podcast and talks about how Trump will not win it, and I think that's part of it, is where Josh Shapiro is going to be campaigning with the Biden team a lot coming up in the future. And I think that, along with Gretchen Whitmer, they're going to campaign a lot for Biden, and that's something that we should look out for, is that the governors are going to be campaigning a lot. In Georgia, Trump has had the biggest lead there out of any swing state. Let me pull up the polls. Trump has had a roughly 5 to 6 point lead over Trump has had a 5 to 6 point lead over Biden, and I think this is the place that is most likely going to flip. As you see here, he won it by 5 points in 2016 and then lost it by 0.24. And I don't think Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff are not going to say Biden this year. And I do think it's going to probably be a lean or tilt, along with North Carolina. Because North Carolina, I do think, is not going to be a game changer for the Democrats, because I honestly don't think that they will win. But Arizona is a completely different story. Recently, Arizona just had an upholding in the abortion law, which was a big one. And so I think that's part of the reason why Biden is going to win by a lean. See, the thing is, Arizona has definitely been increasingly turning towards the left. Mark Kelly won in 2020, and then Kyrsten Sinema was actually the first Democrat to really win in Arizona in 2018. And so, taking a look at how increasingly left Arizona has become, I do think that it will be blue in 2024, based on a lot of reasons, but especially about abortion. And Nevada is the last swing state I have. I should actually probably just mention Nebraska's second congressional district first. I do think that is going to go to Biden, probably narrowly, like less than 5 points, but it's going to be pretty narrow. Maybe even a lean. I'll probably just put it as lean for now. And then Nevada, I think Republicans are really overestimating their odds in Nevada, because it's even Hillary Clinton beat Donald Trump in Nevada, and so I think that's something that you need to consider. But Trump has had about a 4 or 5 point lead over Biden in in Nevada right now. And if you look at here, Biden won Nevada by 2.4 points in 2020, and Hillary Clinton won it by 2.4, and then Obama won it by obviously a lot. So I do think it could go either way, but currently I'm feeling like Biden is gonna win it by a tilt. So yeah. So this is my May 2024 presidential prediction map. Comment down below if there's anything you disagree with or anything that you would change. So thank you guys for watching today. Stay tuned for more videos coming out soon, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.